Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 11:28. It is the 6th of July, 2020, the year of clarity, the year of double vision, perfect vision, happy days. I want to be talking to you this morning about a broadcast that took place yesterday, and a big shout out to Jesse and Chris, the Casanova show. It was an amazing broadcast last night, and I'm going to be playing you a few minutes at the beginning of it today and sharing that link with you so you can go and watch it for yourself at your leisure. We're just going to wait for a few of you lovelies to jump on. This isn't a massive thing this morning, but we're going to have a chat nonetheless. So, yeah, fantastic. There is a global awakening coming on. The celestial stuff is coming to our aid because we're seeing the truth. The truth is like a can of worms. It tends to open up. And we're seeing the arrests of paedophile rings, etc., etc., etc. So that's a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. And what it means is that many people in their comfort zones in this country and around the world. Morning, Lukey. Nice to see you. Guys, listen, I represent the light, right? I represent the light of the spirit world. So do you lot. This is what we're here to do, all right? We're here to... What's going on with this thing this morning? Let me see if I can sort that one out. Hang on. Here we go. Is that a bit better? That's a bit better. So I just represent the light in the world. That's all. I'm fed up with all the evil, wicked, dark individuals that seem to want to just manifest on top of us. So we're going to be talking about our remedies this morning and this show yesterday. We're going to be talking about constructive fraud, and because it is a constructive fraud, trust me, what's gone off, and conversion. So the conversion was, we come into the world and we was converted into this fictional character, all right? So it's not good. It's not good. But we're coming out of that. Hang on, I need to share this one out if I can. So we're going to be chatting this morning. I'm going to be showing you their website. So if you feel free that you want to go and jump on their websites, you can do, which would be fantastic. I've got a lot of time for Jesse, the Casanova show. He seems to really wear his arts on his sleeve. Lord Tom, hello, gorgeous. Lovely to see you. Nice. God day, David. Yes, Lord Tom. I'm loving your crest, love. Loving that profile picture. I'm not in here for long this morning, ladies and gentlemen, so I've got stuff to do. I'm just sharing this one out. So let's just share him on Facebook. Hopefully we'll get a few more people popping in. I don't expect many because it's Monday morning. Oh, I'm looking a bit gangster there. What's all that about? Right, so we just shared that one out. People will pop in when they want to pop in. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. It's not the end of the world. So, fantastic broadcast on it was just fantastic. So anyway, look, while I look for what I'm looking for, I'm going to play you the introduction to this show that went on yesterday. And this guy, Chris and Jesse, let me tell you, they're knocking it out the park, ladies and gentlemen. They really, really are. So I'm hoping that you can, let me just see in my screen what you can see before we start this one. I'm going to play you a few minutes of this, all right? And you can go and find the link for yourself. So here we go. 30 mages, feeling further. Should be able to hear that now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you guys for being so patient with us. We really appreciate that. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to introduce you to Chris. Chris, please can you go ahead and just give us a nice introduction and let us know.
Morning, Elaine. I'm Ben Dow. Helena Jones. Hello, sweetheart.
And what it is exactly that we're trying to do. So
Thanks,
without further ado, Christopher.
Thanks, Jesse, and hello, everyone from around the world that has kindly and graciously joined us here on this day. My name is Christopher James. I'm a man who was born in this world on December 10th, 1966. And my reason of being here today has not been by coincidence, nor has my journey and experiences and knowledge that I've acquired over the last 53 years led me to this point in time to bring an important truth, a light to this world. We are not, Jesse and I have never been selling anything. I'm not a snakeskin oil salesman, so to speak. And this truth and this light that we're about to bring forward to this world simply is the most.
Hang on a sec. I'm just come back into the chat room. I don't know what's going on now. Hang on. I'll come back to that. Let me just come back into StreamYard. I want to see what's going on in these messages. Let's have a look. Hi, Dave. Got any information to breach of oath of allegiance? How to reject yet another claim? Look, you can't. You have to. It's a weird one. We can't use their statutory system, guys. We're not part of it. We're part of God's law. All right. You can't because you're not versed enough. So when we stand as ourselves as a man and we make simple claims as men, and so if someone from a corporation, a service corporation comes at you, and you'll hear all this in a second in this video, you've got to address them as Bob the man or Susan the woman. You can't go after their fiction. They own that game. They run it. They own everything. They own the birth certificate. They own the lot. You can't tell them how to do whatever. No, I'm just interested in the comments here why Luke Allen has just been Luke Allen's comments were timed out. I need to know what Luke was saying because Luke's a decent chap, actually. So just bear with me. I don't know what's quite going on here. Awaken World. Why did you time Luke out? What was he saying? Was it something a bit saucy? I think Luke's a decent chap. Anyway, I can't see it. Yes, David. So yeah, you just look, I'm a man. I don't have any means or ends. Oh, sorry, my mistake. That's all right then. That's all right. I don't have the means or the ends to fulfill anything in this situation, in this system of fiction. I don't. Joseph Gregory Allett, the new King of England, Dave. God, Jesus, why would I want another fucking king? Excuse my French. No, thank you. It's been deleted, Dave. That's all right. Lukey, and you're all good, mate. You're all good. I was just interested in why the comments was earthed out. Anyway, before we go back to the video, I'm going to show you this website. All right. This is Earth United. Feel free to pop over. I'm going to just come out and go full screen. We're going to give it some full screen. Righto. So here's Earth United. Okay. And Bob's your uncle. I am part of this. I have joined up. Let's go through Earth United. Together we stand. With true unity, we have the power and ability to affect great change. The time for true freedom is now. Government control has got to go. The system is broken and beyond repair with corruption and injustice on a massive scale. Was this ever our system to begin with? No, it wasn't. We, the people, want the rule of law restored and the power handed back to where it rightfully belongs. So, as you all know, I'm a bit of an advocate for the rule of law. I like the rule of law. The rule of law keeps us free. There's Jesse here. We want true freedom and peace. Let's have a quick, how long is this video? Let's have a quick listen to Jesse.
Well, I hate to say it, guys, but the world has been shut down thanks to a fake pandemic, orchestrated race riots, and potential civil war. They've even gone ahead and started vaccine trials in my homeland country, South Africa. And the one thing that we truly realize is that we really are running out of time. Fortunately enough, we have found an unbelievable solution, something so simple that I often sit and wonder why this hasn't been done successfully before, why the entire world and the general public is not aware and awakened to what it is I'm about to tell you. When you're born, you're issued a birth certificate in any democratic nation, and you're unlawfully converted as a person into incorporated government property. From that moment onwards, the government is claiming unlawful and non-consensual ownership, jurisdiction, and control over you. This is highly, highly unlawful, and within the realm of common law, can actually be considered as constructive fraud. This is an actual, factual, serious offense. It's a real and serious crime and trespass that has been committed against each and every single human born in any democratic nation around this world. Unfortunately, humans are completely unaware as to the power that they possess within the realm of law. And the reason as to this is because legal systems are going ahead and confusing people with this legalese Latin-based language that is actually transferring every court proceeding towards Roman jurisdiction. This is so strange that even in a country like mine, South Africa, we can get transferred towards Roman jurisdiction. Not only that, but each person that's being born, a bond is being created in their name and being stored at an unlawful stock exchange that each individual like you and me have no ability to access. And when you go ahead and follow the money, what you find is it leads back to Rome. Hence the term, all roads lead to Rome. So what this means is that us, the people within the realm of common law, actually have the ability to hold a court proceeding within our own jurisdiction. You need to understand there's a difference between private court systems and public court systems. Common law is you and me. Us together, we make up this common law. It's the unwritten law that enforces the fact that no man has any control or ownership over you. Yet our governments have been fooling us, controlling our minds to believe that we actually are subjected towards their command and ownership. But the word government in Latin actually means mind control. So in order for the world to truly wake up, we need to address the first biggest lie, the fundamental lie that all lies are built upon. Your politics, your governments, all of it is built upon a fundamental lie. The fact that constructive fraud is being committed against each and every single individual on this planet. Why is this not being addressed? Why are more people not talking about this? It's unbelievable and it makes no sense to me. It really is as though people are so brainwashed and blind to the simple truth and fact that exists. What this means is that us, the people, under the basis of constructive fraud, have the ability to hold a public court proceeding with enough people to make sure that all those that have been complicit in this constructive fraud, this unbelievable truth and lie, that it makes no sense to me. Why nobody has addressed this fact? This is not conspiracy. This is a fact of law. Yet, the only reason I can ever care to believe that they've gotten away with it for this long is because us, the people, have not woken up on a big enough level towards us and gone ahead and held a public court proceeding to hold all of those accountable that are being complicit within the unlawful taxation, control, and ownership, as well as jurisdiction over us. This is so simple. And what I love about it is that it is so simple because truths are exactly that. They're easy to understand and they're so simple to convey. And I'm sure all of you watching this have realized
that, how is it that a government even has the ability to have any control or ownership over you? It just makes no sense. I love common law because it's God's law or no law. And the only constitution you ever have to worry about is the constitution of your own body as you're born into this world. And that's the fundamental basis that common law is built upon. So we have the ability to actually go ahead and use this within the courts of law. In fact, people have had the ability to shut down.
I'm just going to stop this here a second. What I want to just briefly mention, hopefully you can all still hear me, is that, right, so people bang on about the common law. Now, I've got a very good friend in Bristol who's doing a law degree, and she's almost completed it. I've known her for quite a long time, probably about 10 years, Hannah Rose. Her son is almost 5 now, which is quite amazing. I can't believe it. So what she said was that the common law is written, it is what is recorded from statute. Okay, so that's a massive misconception with regards to the common law. The common law is whatever judgment is made by judges and juries and is recorded is the common law, because it is in the hearts and minds of good men and women. So it's statutes, the applicable statutes, which only apply to persons, not people. It only applies to the fictitious entity. And as explained in here, we've got constructive fraud and unlawful conversion. So when we were born into the world, we were birthed, and that was the unlawful conversion. All right. So I just wanted to point that one out.
Down entire court proceedings with 3 sentences, because this is how simple this common law knowledge is. This is how simple it is to actually stay out of government jurisdiction. And what baffles me is that the mass majority have no idea about this. They have no idea that you can actually get away without paying taxes. You can get away with your business not paying taxes, and you can actually travel the world without having to be registered to a certain country. These are fundamental truths, and what's beautiful about this is it's a truth of freedom, true freedom. You see, unfortunately, we are owned. We're literally owned, because this fictitious legal document that is registered in our name is unfortunately used as a method of coercion to trick us into their control and jurisdiction. But with the right knowledge, the simple knowledge, any individual actually has the ability to step outside of their government's jurisdiction. Why do people not know this? This is fact. People have been doing this in courts of law. In fact, within Earth United, our common law division and the experts leading this operation with me have worked on multiple cases where they have so easily been able to, within public court systems, step outside of government jurisdiction, where the government has had no ability to exert any control over them. This is tried, this is tested, this is practiced to this very day. Unfortunately, we believe this is the reason as to why we are experiencing a lot of the things we are experiencing, whether it's in regards to the coronavirus, the global shutdown, the potential financial shutdowns and resets. We believe this is actually leading towards keeping the world in a state of emergency, which is further preventing us from being able to go ahead with the court proceeding like this. We believe that there are many injustices committed within the world, but we don't want to focus on them. What we really want to be able to focus on is a clear-cut solution going forward. And we have that clear-cut solution, which is a public proceeding under the basis of constructive fraud, which actually gives us, the people, to go ahead and right then and there issue warrants for arrest. What you're going to find is that there are going to be no government officials left, because everyone's going to get arrested.
Amen.
This is how simple this truth is. And I'll say it again, it just baffles me. How come the world doesn't know about this? How come the world has no idea that they actually have the ability to step outside of government jurisdiction? So I created an organization, Earth United, with the sole principle and idea of making people aware of this. We would really appreciate it if each individual watching this video could go ahead to our website and submit their contact details. We don't want your name. We just want your number and email, so we can send out bulk SMSs and emails, as well as the country that you reside in.
Amen.
So we can actually start putting numbers.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This dude, Jesse, who is a techno wizard, this is his This is what he does. He's into this technology. It's amazing. He's put this together so the whole world, all of us, can come together. We have been wanting this for such a long time. We're all divided. This is us all coming together now. Guys, I tell you, I'm getting emotional. This is just, I tell you, I am. Trust me.
To these countries, because we would like to go ahead within 1 to 4 countries and do the one thing that's never been done before. A court proceeding with at least 100,000 people in each country. A number we've chosen because it's a number we feel that will really, really keep us safe and allow the world to take us seriously. So we can live stream this event to the rest of the world. We, with the help of the common law experts and counselors that are leading this operation with me, will go ahead and lead these court proceedings. And right then and there, my dear people, we'll do the one thing that we really need to do. We need to get rid of government control. That's what we need to do. As I said, the word government means mind control. You can look it up. So, my dear friends, I'm working the best that I can to get this message out there. I'm underpaid, I'm overworked, and I'm extremely tired. I've gone ahead and I've put so much work and efforts into creating these resources, these websites, managing these teams. And I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's made a financial donation. I can't tell you how much it means to me. It's allowing me to take some stress and pressure off me. We really need as many resources as we can get. Visit www.awarriorcalls.com. This is our partner's website, which will educate you on the parameters of common law. But the only thing you need to keep in mind is the fact that we have a solution, and the solution lies within using the basis of constructive fraud to disenfranchise governments, which is exactly what we need to do. When this happens...
So, right, you get the gist of that. This is Earth United. It's free to join. You can just put your bits and bobs in if you wish to. Don't forget, guys, this is just all about coming together, right? So here we go. Stand united. United we stand, divided we fall. Join our alliance. Hang on, I'm going to come back in here now, and let's go back to this one. Righto. Actually, no. Let's do that one. That's better. Right, so let's go back here. So, united we stand, divided we fall. The flat earth. Let's just have a look at some of these comments. This is funny. This is funny. Look, check this out. They want £20 for a haircut now. Growing dreads, getting ready for the second lockdown in the winter. Oh, the winter lockdown is going to be far worse than the summer lockdown. Let me tell you, that is such a funny comment. Keep it coming. Keep it light. Keep it jesty, people. People can tend to get a little bit down and depressed with this, but life's not about that. Life's about staying on a very high vibration. Life's about soul journeying. We're just here soul journeying, people. This is just a game. Remember this, all right? And when you start using words, we're going to have a look at, let's have a quick look at awarriorcalls.com. When you start staying high vibed and you do what you got to do, trust me, the world's a very different place. So let's have a look at this awarriorcalls.com. Right. So this is the website that Chris has put together. Okay. This is fantastic. You're going to find so much information here, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we have to step outside the jurisdiction of government. That's it. We claim back our dominion, our natural state of being, our sovereignty, our divine essence and spark. Government is here to serve man, not us serve it. All right, and it is just a figment of our imaginations, believe it or not. So, maxim of law, the voice of the people is the voice of God. A Warrior Calls website was created. So, Claim before my creator. Known trespass, expose the trespass, and correct the trespass. The only thing that happens to us from government is trespass. They trespass on us all the time, and trespass is a crime, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a little listen to what the Warrior Call website has to say. Thanks for joining me this morning, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you all.
One truth will save our world. Welcome to warriorcalls.com. This site was created for you, for every man and woman in this world. The one truth is not some slogan. It's not some sales pitch. It is based on fact. It is based on 20 years of enormous research, investigative work, and action put into place.
Amen, Stevie J.
See and bear witness to as you work your way through this website and the information, knowledge that's being provided to you here at this time. This website is required in our world today because since every man and woman was born, from the very first breath that we've taken, all of us have been lied to. And we've not been shown what is truly going on in this world. And I stand here before you today not alone. There are thousands, and soon to be millions, people around this world that are waking up and now taking action to correct these horrific acts that have occurred against all of us in this world today. Knowledge is the key, and this knowledge has been kept from our world by design for a very long time. But through the efforts of many people before me, many have given their lives to bring this truth forward. Many of these people have been locked up in jails for the rest of their lives, trying to bring truth to help their fellow man forward. And unfortunately, the system that we have around us here today is corrupt from top to bottom. And it has become so convoluted and so corrupt that people lose hope, people lose faith. And that is happening because there's a foundational truth that is missing within everyone's heart. And this truth I'm going to share with everyone here today, factually, backed up with verified documents. This site has been designed to educate you, to wake you up to what is truly going on, and to help provide every man and woman honorably, courageously, and quickly the capacity to be able to learn this information and be able to apply it. Because it's going to require all of us in this world to come together now, at this time, to correct these enormous wrongs and harm that has occurred to all of us. Our world was never meant to be this way. And there's nothing worse in this world than when the consciousness of man has been corrupted by a few people. Well, that truth is finally now coming to the forefront.
Amen.
And every single man and woman out there today, all of you have this evidence, but you've just not been shown how to recognize them. So this site is not based on conspiracy theories, it's based on facts. And I've laid before you here today based on 20 years of enormous work and research that's come at a huge cost to myself and my family to bring this truth forward. But if this truth does not make it to the light, and we the people do not come together collectively and act to correct it, then there is no future for our children. There is no future for this world. And we cannot live in this world based on lies.
Amen.
Never before in this world has truth been
Morning,
so
Sharon.
important.
How are you,
We
darling?
have that truth.
Lovely to see you.
Thank God for the internet, because the internet has provided a vehicle in which the powers that be that have kept truth from coming to the forefront and being showed to you through the mainstream media at nighttime. It's allowed people from around the world to come together and share this knowledge. Professionals, thousands of them, millions of them. And today, through the efforts of so many people over the last 15 years, especially with the internet, we now have acquired an incredible base of knowledge, of truth. And this site has been created to help my fellow man. It doesn't matter what country you come from, especially in the Commonwealth countries, because this truth reverberates across every single facet of your life. And I'm going to show you that from the very first breath that you took when you were born in a hospital, that a horrific trespass.
Trevor, good morning, gorgeous. I'm just going to stop there. What a beautiful video this is, by the way. Trevor's put a comment up, bless you. What do I reckon of this new king? The only answer I got to that, Trev, is we are all kings and queens.
Has occurred against you, your mother, your father, your grandparents, your friends, your family, every single man and woman that you know in this world and that exists out there. This one act is occurring still to this day, and it must stop.
Amen, must it.
But before we can stop all this corruption, before we can actually turn this world around, it's going to require everybody to understand the core foundational truths of what is going on. I've given everything I could to help people for the last 20 years. And it's finally come to a point now, as you're going to see within the casework that I have, the first case that I'm showing you here of over 20 that I have, that this first one just got brought to me. And it's huge when you see the enormous wrong and harm that is occurring against this family. But it's not just occurring against them, it's occurring against all of us. And we don't know it, especially those that have gone into law enforcement. They have been used, they have been lied to, and they have been pitted.
We're all sovereign people.
Because
we're all
of the
God's
very
children.
job description that they've been placed in, they have not been given the foundational truth.
Bless you all.
Well, everyone is going to finally see that truth brought forth today. I'm laying out to you very simply under the foundational knowledge tab, there are 3 short videos. And by the time you get to the end of those 3 videos, you are going to have enormous knowledge and understanding what is going on. And you're also going to be shown the solution moving forward. I ask that everyone share this link far and wide. We're at a time in this world right now that requires truth. The world has never needed those that have gone into law enforcement and the military to be awake, to be conscious of this is what is actually going on. Because if we don't get this right now, I truly fear that our world is never going to get past this moment. We are at a precipice here. There is a point where everything is coming to a head. You see it all around you. There's constant conflict. And there's a reason why all of this is going on. And all of this does disappear once every man and woman understands this single truth. Truth sometimes is the most easiest thing to see. But the hardest part for my fellow man and woman is accepting it. And this is huge. And the only way we're going to get through this together is through collective understandings. Vet this information. Do not take my word for it. Look at what you are being shown. Go and verify it. And you will come to the same questions and the same conclusions that I and millions of other people now around this world that are aware of this. The key to all this saving our world is one simple thing. You have to know who you are. And once we all know who we are in this world, that is going to allow us to restore our courts. It's going to allow the honorable men and women that are in law enforcement to wipe out enormous corruption that they have never been able to do before.
Amen.
Because their hands have been tied. How can people in law enforcement do their jobs when their very foundational job description is based on fraud? It's based on a lie that they've never been told. And that's what these people need to see. They need to see it. They need to know it in their heart, their minds, and their souls. And that applies to all of us. And once we achieve this, once this reaches the masses, then we are truly going to see this world turn around. So I thank everybody for being here today. Please come back often to the site, and God bless.
Amen. Right, so this is the site, warriorcalls.com. Okay, and on this website you have foundational knowledge, part 1 and 2, common law, introduction to common law, forefathers monument, core words. Now the words, this is very powerful. We're going to have a quick look at this. Let's just have a quick look. So core words, okay. Every man and woman is born free. We are not slaves, subject, or legal persons. Every man and woman is equal under the law. Law from our Creator is recognized as supreme. Do no harm or wrong, trespass, consent, or contract only binds a man or woman. That's very true. You sign your mortgage papers, you sign your bank papers, you sign this, you sign that. This is the consent, and it's a contract. Okay, so core words to know and master: property, trespass, who, property, rights, your flesh and blood. Anyway, you can go through this. Okay, you can go through this. I wasn't going to come in here and do a long shout this morning. Basically, what I wanted to come in and say was that the show last night, the Casanova show, was amazing. It was really, really, really good fun. Danny Thomas, beautiful to see you, my brother. Beautiful, beautiful to see you. I want you to guys, listen, I want you to know I've just added a load more of you gorgeous souls to moderators. Why? Because I trust you and you trust me. And together that trust will go much further than you could ever imagine. All right. So I've added a lot more moderators this morning to my channel to keep things sweet, keep things clean, and keep things superb. And I'm pretty sure I should be adding more along the way. It's just lovely to have you all on the same journey and same path as I am. So hopefully we've brought you some information there this morning that you can go and check out for yourself. I'll give you one last view of this Earth United website. So this is Earth United, okay. Earth United, together we stand. So you've got Warrior, they've got the Warrior website, and you've got Earth United. This is it, guys. This is all bringing us all together under one common goal, one common denominator, which is really what we need, because the system is organized. The police and the courts, you know, they're organized. They know what they're doing. We've all been bumbling around for years doing this and do that. Now, if we join Earth United and we all start coming together, you've got no idea how powerful we're going to be. So if half the population decide they want to download this and some information comes out one day, we're going to go to this public building this day, you get the text, you get the email, we all turn up there, smart, together, unified, peaceful, in God's love. We and like his picture here, you know, we're all holding hands together. This is where I want to see humanity, you know, just a reverence and respect for each and every one. No arguing, no fighting, just a common good. This is what this represents. Okay, this is something that we've been missing for such a long time. I've always felt this. I feel the need to hug people. I feel the need to shake their hands. I don't do elbow, fist pumps or virtual hugs. That's not my world. My world is touch. My world is communication. My world is beautiful love for every single one of you lovely souls out there. So we need to unify our forces in order to create a global support ecosystem that can help us finally put an end to global tyranny and corruption. Amen. In a nutshell. Earth United's founder, Jesse Perez Nova. What a beautiful name. Beautiful soul. So yeah, you've got it there this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'd pop in and bring this one to you this morning. One of our patriots has put up the link this morning. Danny Thomas, blesses, very learned man and a good buddy. Epic. This is the exact what we're trying to achieve. Exactly. Jesse's here. Jesse's here, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, Jesse, we've just been on this morning. sharing out all the links for the Earth United website and the Warrior Calls website. I listened to the show last night, got very emotional. This is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse himself is South African. He's in South Africa, and he's my brother from another mother. And this is what we have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that we should not have separation. We're all the same consciousness, you know. We've forgotten that. But now humanity, mankind, whatever it is you want to call it, is absolutely waking up. And Jesse's doing a sterling job of being the conduit and the brains behind bringing all this together, because Jesse is a tech individual. This is his game. He puts it all together. So, you know, this is what we've got to do. Jesse saying we are all in this together, man. We're all in this together like we've got no tomorrow. We really have. So yeah, it's fantastic. Need to do a live with you at some point. Oh, there goes my golf clubs. I'm going golf this afternoon. It's my spare set almost knocked over. So guys, look, my slipper's fallen off. Let's put my slipper back on. I'm pretty much done. We've been on here. How long have we been on this morning? 41 minutes. I've got to go and sort myself out and make myself look pretty, if ever I could, to go golf this afternoon. But I watched the show last night. It was fantastic. Jesse and Chris, listen, this is it. We're at the end game. We're at the end game. We are now going to achieve freedom. We are going to achieve mankind's finest hour. All right, we are going to achieve mankind's finest hour. We are going to free ourselves from the system that has ensnared to come together. And the Casanova Show, Earth United, and the Warrior Calls, guys, listen, this is it. This is your golden chalice. This is the way forward. So I thank every single one of you for tuning in, taking the time to all want this and make it happen. Stevie J Sleep, bless you. Stevie's from Australia. We've been chatting for a long time, and he's a gorgeous, gorgeous soul. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I have to get going. I'll be back to you within the next day or two. I will be linking up with Jesse at some point. We will do a show together. We can do it through this StreamYard, if you fancy, or Be Live TV. Jesse's probably got some sort of a platform anyway, because he's a tech man. And so, yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to do an interview with Jess. We're going to have a couple of hours probably of just greatness. Guys, listen, I want you to all understand you are all great individuals. You are all individual shards of God, the Creator. You are all connected to the Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Jedi, the Jesus disciple. That's what we are. We're all rising from the dead. That's what's happening right now. So, listen, stay blessed, stay safe. I love you all, as you know. And we're going to do this. We're going to shine the light on the darkness, and we will win. Why? Because we have right on our side. Take care, people. Love it to see you. Thanks for tuning in.